Have you ever been to the beach and built a sandcastle? It's so much fun. But what if you found little pieces of colorful plastic mixed in with the sand? Unfortunately, this is happening all over our amazing planet. This is called plastic pollution. It's when plastic trash ends up where it doesn't belong, like in our oceans, parks, tall mountains. Imagine a beautiful blue ocean fish turtles floating, plastic bottles, plastic bags, tiny plastic bits. This is a big problem for Earth. So where does all this plastic come from? A lot of it is something we call single-use plastic. Think about the straw in your juice box, the wrapper on your candy bar. You use it just one time and then you throw it away. These items are designed to be used for only a few minutes, but they can stick around in our environment for hundreds of years. They don't just disappear. Every single piece of plastic ever made is still somewhere on our planet. Let's zoom in on one of the biggest culprits, plastic wrappers. Go ahead and think about your favorite snack. Does it come in a crinkly, shiny plastic bag? Most chips, cookies, candy bars do. These wrappers are great at keeping our food fresh and safe to eat. They protect it from germs and from getting squished in our lunchboxes. But once we're done with the snack, that wrapper becomes trash. And it's a type of trash that's very hard to get rid of. It's a perfect example of single-use plastic that causes a lot of trouble. Here's a mind-boggling fact for you. Every year, humans produce over 380 million tons of plastic. That's about the same weight as all the people on Earth combined. A huge part of that is for packaging, like the wrappers on our food. Sadly, most of this plastic packaging is not recycled. It ends up in giant piles in landfills, which are like huge trash dumps. Or worse, it gets blown by the wind or washed by the rain into our rivers and oceans. It's a journey that starts in our hands and ends up polluting our beautiful world. What if I told you that you could eat the wrapper from your granola bar? It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, right? Well, it's a real idea that scientists are working on right now. It's called edible packaging. That means the wrapping is made out of things we can actually eat. Instead of throwing the wrapper away, you could just munch on it. Or if you don't want to eat it, it would safely break down in nature just like an apple core. This is a brilliant way to fight plastic pollution. So, what is this magical edible stuff made of? It's not magic at all, it's science. Researchers are using all sorts of natural ingredients to create these see-through films. One popular ingredient is seaweed. Certain types of seaweed can be turned into a clear, tasteless gel shaped into packets or films. Another common material is cornstarch. Rice paper, you might have seen it in spring rolls. Gelatin, the stuff that makes Jell-O jiggly, can also be used. These materials are amazing because they come from nature. They are biodegradable, a big science word that means tiny organisms like bacteria and fungi can break them down. A plastic wrapper might take 500 years to break down, but an edible wrapper made from seaweed could dissolve in water in just a few minutes, or break down in the soil in a few weeks. It returns to nature without leaving any harmful trash behind. Are you ready to be a food scientist in your own kitchen? We can make a simple version of an edible film right at home. It's a super fun experiment, but make sure you have a grown-up to help you, especially when using the stove. For this experiment, we are going to use cornstarch, which you might already have in your pantry. This will show you the basic idea behind how scientists create these futuristic wrappers. Here's what you'll need. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, a few drops of glycerin. You can find this at a pharmacy or craft store. It makes the film flexible. 4 tablespoons of water. First, mix all your ingredients in a small pot. Stir until the cornstarch is completely dissolved and there are no lumps. It will look like cloudy water. This mixture is called a slurry. The starch molecules are floating separately now, but we're about to change that. With your grown-up's help, heat the mixture on low to medium. Stir constantly. As it heats, you'll see a magical transformation. The cloudy liquid will thicken and turn into a clear, gooey gel. This is called gelatinization. Heat makes the starch molecules swell up and link together, trapping water to form a gel. Now that we know about edible packaging, let's put it in a head-to-head competition with regular plastic. In one corner, we have the defending champion, the plastic wrapper. It's strong, waterproof, and it's been around for a long time. In the other corner, we have the incredible challenger, the edible wrapper. It's new, it's clever, and it's here to save the planet. Round 1 is all about what happens after you're done with the wrapper. This is where edible packaging really shines. A plastic wrapper, when thrown away, goes to a landfill. It sits there for centuries. It doesn't really go away, it just pollutes the land. If it ends up in the ocean, it harms marine life. An edible wrapper, on the other hand, is designed to disappear. You can eat it, so there is zero waste. If you throw it in your compost bin, or even just on the ground, it will biodegrade. It breaks down and becomes food for the soil, which is amazing. Next up, let's talk about safety. Plastic wrappers are generally safe for wrapping our food, but there are some concerns about tiny chemicals from the plastic getting into our food over time. Edible wrappers are made from food-grade ingredients like seaweed and cornstarch. So, what does the future look like with edible packaging? Prepare to be amazed. Imagine walking into a supermarket, fruits, vegetables coated in a thin, edible, and invisible skin. This skin would protect them from germs and keep them fresh longer, getting rid of all that plastic wrap. You could just wash the fruit and eat it, skin and all. Think about going to a fast food restaurant or a coffee shop. Instead of a plastic-lined paper cup, you get your drink in a cup that you can eat. These cups could be made from a crunchy, cookie-like material. When you finish your soda or hot chocolate, you get a bonus treat. The same goes for straws. We wouldn't need plastic straws anymore if we had delicious flavored straws that you could munch on after you finish your drink. Even the little packets of ketchup or mustard could be made from an edible film that dissolves right into your food. This change could have a huge impact on the food industry. Create a massive amount of single-use plastic waste every single day. By switching to edible alternatives, they could dramatically reduce their environmental footprint. It's an innovation that is good for business and great for Earth. The journey to a waste-free world is long, but with brilliant ideas like edible packaging, the future looks bright and very tasty.